Alright, so before we start, I just want to apologize for the lack of a video for last week. I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm just gonna own up to the mistake, and yeah, we're just gonna try to do better next time. But today we're gonna be learning how to get more dynamic footage with your drone. We'll be flying the Mavic Pro 3 Cine, this beautiful thing. So without further ado, let's take off. All right, we're gonna fly it out of this field. The first thing you wanna do is make sure that your drone's on. Just kidding, I'm sure you guys know that. Here we go, we're gonna take it off. It's actually super hot, so I'm gonna go back in the car and fly it in the AC, so we're not just burning up in the heat of Houston, Texas. All right, so we're connected. I don't think you can see that, but anyway, we're just gonna start flying. I'll see you guys in the car. Honestly, not the best day to fly because it's super windy out, but we're gonna make it happen. All right, there's many different ways to do one thing, and this is just how I like to get drone shots. So take it with a grain of salt. Oftentimes I see drone shots and they're very linear, I guess. There's not much dynamic movement to it. The drone's either flying just to one side, just forward or backwards, or straight up or down. Not to say those shots are bad by any means. There's a place in your story for any one of those shots to tell your story to the best of your abilities. Now, instead of using only one dimension while you're flying your drone, what if you use 2 dimensions? What if you use 3 dimensions? Now, before we start with 3-dimensional movement, we're gonna start doing 2-dimensional movements. It's essentially where you're combining movement in the both X and Y axis. We're just gonna use the Alphaland building as our subject. All right, so for example, we're moving left to right with our drone, and now we're gonna add an upwards movement that already kind of makes a shot a lot more dynamic than just moving one side to the other. Now you can use that shot for profile tracking, whether someone's driving a car or running or biking, whatever it is that you're filming. Okay, so we're gonna spice it up even more now. So we'll do the same shot again, moving left to right and up. And now we're gonna add a camera tilt down to it. Look at that. That already looks so sick. You can also do these shots in opposite directions, so rather than moving left to right, you can move right to left and then just descend instead of elevating. And with your camera, you can also tilt up instead of down. So for my camera tilts, I usually like to go the opposite direction of my elevation. Let's say I'm descending, going down with the drone. Oh, I just got dark Houston lighting, I hate it. If the drone's going down, I like to tilt the camera upwards, and if the drone's going up, I like to tilt the camera downwards, which gives it kind of like a parallax effect. Now, moving 3 different control points isn't the easiest thing, but with a little bit of practice, I'm sure you guys will get it. And then once it gets easier with some practice, you can start to track your subject, and that just makes for a sick shot. Now we go from moving in 2D space with a camera tilt to moving in the 3D space with a camera tilt. Okay, so to start off, I have my subject in the center of the screen. What we're gonna do is go ahead and move in the 2 o'clock direction, so that's forward and to the right at the same time. And with your left joystick, you're just gonna start panning to the left. And now we're just gonna add a tilt down towards our subject. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a good shot right there. I like to keep dragging these out because I can use this section at the end as kind of a transitional phase in the edit. Okay, cool. That was a shot. So instead of just moving side to side, back and forth, or up and down, we just kind of combined all the movements into one with a camera tilt, and that just adds so much more to your drone footage. There's definitely a lot going on with this one, but compared to all the linear shots that we talked about before, it's just so much nicer and so much pleasing to the eye. Again, you can do this movement in a bunch of different directions. Just, you know, change things up so that all your shots aren't the same movement and follow the same pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more shots, and we're gonna put together a little edit of Alphaland with drone footage. Don't let your color fade, I'm not the one that hurt you. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, because we'll be posting more tutorials and just, I don't know, whatever the heck I want to post. Again, I apologize for missing a video last week. We'll just try to do better. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!